Judiciary. It is Monday, December 30th. One more day. 2024. Wow. End of the year is here. Alright, let's jump right into the healthcare provider. Let's take a closer look into them. First up is Humana. I like them all. Okay, is the worst over for them? Possibly. You know, the dust has the dust settled. I don't hate them here, but I do think this is a sector that is under the spotlight, a negative spotlight, and the perception is very negative. This and the drug maker, right? So since the election, that has been very clear. There is no avoiding talking about them, but I think um, you know, would I buy any of them right here? The answer is no. I have a small exposure to Humana and ELV, small, very small. Would I add to them? Not yet. I need to see what they do from here. Whether they come back and go sideways, that's fine. If they go sideways, that's fine. There will be a point to buy, but I do think just because I think the bottom is in does not mean that the next logical path is up. Okay, it's not. It could be sideways. It could be dead money for a while. So that's my take. My take is you can be patient, adding or take position in this sector. If you have it, some exposure like I do, then I think the worst is over. And you know, I talk about corporate tax loss. It's big boys tax selling October, and then personal tax loss. Corporate, the big boys can also sell between October 31st and whenever. Right? It is October 31st is only the deadline for this year. If a fund think that owning these stocks is not worth owning or holding going into year end, calendar year end, they would not hesitate to sell and save that tax loss for next year. Okay, so it's you got to understand the dynamic of the sellers. Okay, it's just because sure there's a lot of pressure going into the end of October if you have a stock that is declining like this, but make no mistake, if they think that this thing is going to get dumped into the end of the calendar year because of perception and whatever, they not hesitate to drive it lower too, right? So they could sell anytime. It only matters tax-wise at the end of October. Otherwise, next year, they have no problem harvesting loss for next year. So Humana, I don't hate it here. I wouldn't chase it here. ELV, I think if ELV have another leg of down, it's this gray zone here. Okay, let's go back 3 years. Let's go back even more than that. Let's go back. Is it 5 years? Are we gonna see something? Yeah, 5 years. See this resistant, and then break out and check back in. Yeah. So yeah, to me, if there is further weakness into ELV, we can see the 350s. Okay, the 350s all the way down to 330-ish. So unlike Humana, I think there is room to go a little bit lower for ELV. UNH, oh boy, okay, this came down harsh. Okay, harsh. Can it come down more? I think so. All right, let's take a look. Let's zoom in 1 year. Um, could this be the bottom? It could. I would be more comfortable if it come all the way down to a full retracement 52-week low. Okay, like down here, fill the gap kind of thing. So um, I still like Humana more than ELV and UNH just because it's just within a 1 year chart there are multiple lower point that it can revisit. Okay, so I'm not as confident to call it the bottom like Humana when it comes down to ELV and UNH. I could be wrong. It won't be the first time that I'm wrong in the healthcare sector. CI, I like CI down here. Okay, this I like this kind of dump. When you have, like I said, 52-week low on a green candle, that's a nice move. Just like it is the opposite of a red candle high. When you have a 52-week high that end in a red candle, that means that it opened higher and closed lower, and seller was dumping, running. Okay, that's always a bad sign. I said this many times. When you have a red candle, all-time high, that signal the top. When you have a green candle, all-time low, it's the opposite. Okay, that doesn't always work out that way. Does not always work out that way, but it is usually a very good signal. And let's pan out 3 years. Yeah, see, this is a long time channel here. The purple line. Let's go out 5 years. Yeah, see this purple. Yeah, it's yeah. So if I have to pick, I put CI and Humana on my top two, and the bottom two is ELV and UNH.